At the Nighthawks side of things, a 1-1 start. They struggled against undefeated Wilton in the opener, but they got their revenge yesterday at the hands of the Highlanders of Northwestern Regional, and head coach Tim Tolcouch's guys are ready to try to carry that momentum into today, Cam.
Yeah, and a big part of that is Makai Coleman for this Newtown team, and Coleman dropped 28 in that second game for the win, and I think he's really going to need to do something similar against this Darien team in order to get the win.
You mentioned Makai Coleman, and he's a big part of this Newtown offense. He's our Nighthawk player to watch in this one, and you talked a little bit. If you want to talk more about Makai Coleman, what does he bring to this Newtown Nighthawk offense?
Yeah, he's just an all-around scorer, and you can see in the highlights here, he's able to get it done from the free mid-range and score inside. We saw 28 in that game, in his last game for the Newtown Nighthawks, and again, something similar is probably going to have to be done today against this Darien team.
Makai Coleman, the junior captain for the Nighthawks, 51 points in the first two games, and now on the Darien side of things.
Unable to knock down that three.
Dahl for three, can't get that one. Rebound to the Nighthawks. They're now going to come down the court with it. Coleman driving inside, making one nice move. The reverse layup, he gets it to go.
It's a great play from Jake Hendrickson. What Darien really wants to do on offense is try to get the ball across the court, but Eli Williams has done a great job at intercepting some of these passes.
Coleman now is going to try to drive. Steps back, takes the three. Money. Such a slick shot from Makai Coleman, swishing that one in. And he is up to 7 so far tonight. McMullen turns it over. Here's Coleman using the speed. One-handed off the backboard. Makes it look easy out there. 15 for the cause. Coleman now. He'll pull up and get that one.
Wow, that was great defense from Dahl, too. Just a better shot.
Makai Coleman's, he's also now up to 11. So it's been the Coleman and Depp show so far. But again, there's a lot of basketball left to be played on this Wednesday afternoon. Have controlled most of this game. Here's Makai Coleman. Coleman, the Yonkers native, moved to Newtown last season where he picked up varsity basketball for the Nighthawks. And he's one talented player for head coach Tim Tolcouch. Averaging 25.5 points a game this season. Coleman's going to pull up for three. Ray now was looking for the dunk. Will just lay it off and into the basket.
Wow. Takes some serious control to do that.
I thought he was going to go up and slam that. He did it yesterday against the Highlanders of Northwestern Regional. I really thought we were going to see a Coleman dunk. Nonetheless,
on the close side is open, and I think Coach Bentley is going to try to tell these guys success in the second quarter. Davis Depp has definitely been a big part of that, shooting these stand-up threes. But it's going to be an interesting second half. We'll see what Coach Bentley has cooked up for this Darien squad.
Game that Newtown has led mostly behind Makai Coleman, 13 points in this one, 6 field goals, and on the Darien side of things, Simeon Dahl, Davis Depp have really been leading the charge with 11 points each. As you're taking a look at some of the shots from our fantastic DAF Media production crew on this Wednesday afternoon. Eric Bellingham, Jason Bellingham, Will Donnelly, Andrew Lee, Sam Donnelly, and as always, Braden Shank and Cam McGraw with you on these boys basketball broadcasts. So Cam, let's start with Newtown first. What do the Nighthawks need to do coming out of the half?
Yeah, I think this Darien team is definitely going to have a lot of momentum going into the second half, knowing that Coach Bentley has something planned. And I think for this Newtown team, it really starts on the offensive end. We saw some good layups from Makai Coleman going into the second half, but I think they're really going to need to get to the rim more and stop taking these threes, because this Darien team is going to load up the pressure, and it's going to be an interesting second half.
Now, how about for Darien? What do you think Sharoy Bentley told his guys at the half, and what do you think they're going to do coming out of the halftime huddle?
Yeah, I think one thing that we've seen from a fan's perspective is on offense, when they double on the far side, someone on near us on the close side is open, and I think Coach Bentley is going to try to tell these guys to get it to that open guy fast and get an open three ball.
Foul team number 1 in this second half. Braden Shank, Cam McGraw with you. So glad you can be with us.
And here's the pressure that I was talking about. Davis Depp now full court. We saw this in their first 3 games. Very successful.
There's Makai Coleman. Coleman now the jumper. It's good.
A great shot from Makai Coleman.
Coleman's up to 15. It's just going to keep going up, 34 to 30. Possession going to Newtown.
Yeah, it's really just continuing.
Moving it quick, Regan again. That is one good pass finished by Declan Regan, and timeout will be taken by Sharoy Bentley and Darien. You take another look at it, a great feed by Makai Coleman with Regan finishing, and it's been all night hockey.
And now we got almost all 5 members of this Darien team on the other side of the...
Finds his way to Depp. Davis Depp now. Spinning his way around, off the glass, can't get it to go. Pass there, Makai Coleman. Nobody to beat, goes up and just lays it in.
Great play from Coleman. And now Darien will need a 3. I'm going to use a timeout to try to draw up a play here.
Coast to coast, Coleman goes, and Darien needed a basket, couldn't quite get that, and they get the worst case scenario. Coleman comes streaking.
Of their made baskets at the end, we're done. The free throws. And obviously for Newtown, Makai Coleman, another great game. And again, he played well offensively and defensively. And one part of his game that might have been shattered by his scoring was his passing. Did a great job passing today for Newhouse.
So 58-52, Newtown takes down the Wave, the first loss Darien's been handed this season. They're going to look to rebound next Tuesday, where they travel to Monroe with a showdown with the Massac Panthers in a game that Darien's going to look to